Guys, welcome to my channel. I am so glad that I'm here doing this and I hope that you guys really enjoy this look. I just wanted to do something that wasn't super over the top, but sometimes you just want to look good and feel good, and this is what I will do when I want to do that. So I hope you guys enjoy, and if you want to see how to get this look, then please keep watching. Okay, so I usually like to start by doing my brows. And I'm gonna use the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. And I just usually like to draw underneath, outline underneath first. I don't like to go too heavy-handed for my brows. And I just do light strokes, just following where the hairs already are. I also like to do light feathery strokes towards the center of my brows, just to kind of fill in any sparse areas. Again, I don't like to be too heavy-handed, and what's great about this eyebrow pencil is that it's very creamy, so you can have a very light hand and a lot of product will transfer. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with the other side, the spoolie, and I'm just going to go ahead and also brush up to see what areas I missed. And you also want to blend the product in. You don't want any harsh lines in your brows. At least I don't like any harsh lines in my brows. I like to have them nice and light and feather-like. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow, and then I will go ahead and move on to foundation. Okay, so now that that is done, we are going to put some primer on the face. I feel like I probably should have done that before my brows, but either way, whichever way you want to do it, I feel like it's fine. I like to try and remember before my brows just to give the primer a minute to soak in, but either it works. And for this primer, I use the Kylie Cosmetics Illuminating Face Primer. I really enjoy this face primer. Okay, so for foundation, since I don't really like too heavy of foundation on my face, I'm just gonna use a Tinted Moisturizer by Laura Mercier. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on here like that. And then I'm going to use the Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation. And I just do a couple little spritz. It's not much, just like that. I might actually need more foundation, but we'll see. And I just like to use the Morphe Y7 foundation brush. And then I just go ahead and buff that in. You want to make sure that you go down your neck a little bit just in case the foundation doesn't quite match your face. I am really pasty right now, so I feel like I'm really going to have to work it into my neck, a little bit towards your ears, just to make sure it all blends and looks the same. A very, very light layer to make my skin just a little bit more even, and then now we're gonna go in with concealer. The Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I love this concealer. I have probably been using this concealer for about 4 or 5 years, I wanna say. It is my go-to, and I am the shade Light Sand. We'll just go ahead and put some under my eyes.
On my chin, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead. Put a little bit under my nose here because I do get a little red. I'm just going to bring that down. I feel like I, throughout the day, tend to lose some of my coverage right in here, so I like to just make sure I bring that down.
And then I like to spritz some MAC Fix Plus just to have the concealer blend a bit.
Concealer, blend a bit.
And I use the Morphe Y10. The Shape Tape does tend to dry a little quickly, so I just like to make sure as I'm going around the face that it doesn't dry. And I just buffed that in everywhere and just kind of like spread it around the face pretty lightly. And now what I will do to set all that in is use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I will go ahead with the same brush and just kind of lightly put that on and stipple that into all the areas that I applied my concealer just to make sure it stays. I feel like you want to use like light pouncing motions just to make sure you really work it into your skin. I do wear glasses throughout the day, so I like to apply just a little bit extra on the sides of the bridge of my nose just to make sure that throughout the day the foundation doesn't leave too fast. Okay, so now that that is all worked into the face, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. I like to use a bronzer that I get from CVS. It's called Butter Bronzer. It is my all-time favorite. And I'm going to work that into the face with the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH06 brush. And I'm just going to give that a little swirl. It's a very cool toned bronzer.
Which I feel like works best for my face and my skin color.
I'm kind of messy with my bronzer. I'm not very like precise. I just like to work the color everywhere. I do go along underneath my jawline just to kind of work that and blend out the face and down the neck. And then I will bring it up into the forehead, the tops of the forehead, and down my temples. I feel like the concealer will kind of like whiten out my face a little bit, so I do like to make sure I don't skip bronzer. Okay, so now that that's done, I will go in with my MAC 224 brush, and I will go ahead and just kind of swirl that into the bronzer and put that on my nose. I don't do anything too particular with contouring my nose. I feel like it's mostly just bronzing. I just put it down the edge of my nose and near the nostrils and the tip. I'll also put it in the creases of my eyes. And then I will also put it underneath the bottom of my lip just a little bit to make a more pouty effect. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm going to go in with my Baked Browns Dose of Colors little set that I have here. I really love this set. It has the perfect warm and neutral shades that I feel like I use often. I'm a very warm type of gal when it comes to my eyeshadow colors. And what I will use, I'm gonna go a little bit into this shade here, just a little, and then dab some off and lightly go into my crease and a little bit on my lid. Very light, not too much color. And just blend that all over. And then I will go into the shade next to it, just a little, and also blend that in. It's very simple, yet I feel very put together. And then once that is all blended, okay, and now I will go in with this little teeny brush, and I'll just take I'll take some of this color here and just lightly go at the bottom of my lash line, just to make sure that there's a color everywhere It's not too much. I just like to kind of make sure that's connected with up here.
Just carry it through.
Perfect. I will use the dark brown shade at the very end. And I'm going to get a thin, flat brush as so. And this is the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH43. And I am going to line very tightly to my lash line. Just very lightly with the dark brown. Just add a little bit of dimension. And then we'll go ahead and do it on this side. And now that that is all done, go ahead and do my blush. The blush brush that I like to use is Morphe E4. I love this brush because it's so soft. It has like the perfect angle for your cheeks and your cheekbones. I just think it's great. And I will use the Sephora Collection shade Shame on You blush. And then I will use, this is an Anastasia brush. I think it's A23. It's a highlight brush. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. white gold highlight. Top of my cheekbones, a little bit at the tip of my nose and down the bridge. A little bit up here above the brows. And a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And then what I like to do, I use the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH38. I will go ahead and kind of put that on top of the brows, or underneath the brows, but on top of the brow bone. And then I will also kind of put some in here in the inner corner of my eye. And then we will do mascara. I like to use Maybelline The Rocket mascara. I find drugstore mascara seems to be the best. Personally for me, I do venture out and try new ones, but I've always just fallen back on this mascara. It's just been with me forever. It's a ride or die. And now, I might need to get a new one. This might be a little dry. I feel like if you want to take this look one step further, you could put on false lashes, which I sometimes do. But since we're home, lately the false lashes hasn't been happening. Okay, so now that I applied the mascara, lately what I've been loving to do, I got this off of Amazon. It's this heated lash curler. So I just like to go ahead and press that in and up. Okay, so now that we did that, and I'm gonna go in with mascara just one more time because I feel like it does maybe take some away, which maybe could be a reason to do it before, but I like how it also kind of takes out some of the clumps. All right. Okay, this is it, guys. I just like to do this here and there. During quarantine, I feel like I actually really haven't been wearing much makeup at all. I've been really enjoying letting my skin breathe. But when I do decide to actually get ready for the day, this is usually what I like to do. I feel like it's simple. I wouldn't say it's like a 10-minute quick thing. You definitely could. You could take away steps, which I also tend to do. But I also did this look on Easter when I had a little photo shoot in the front yard with my little girl. So I don't know, I enjoy it. I just feel like it kind of makes you feel somewhat put together. You have a little bit of eyeshadow and I don't know, I really enjoy it. I enjoy the warm tones. It matches my outfit, which is a good plus, but I really hope that you guys enjoy and you guys can leave me any advice, tips, tricks that you guys have found that work best for you or things that you want to see or have me do differently. I am open to anything and everything. So if you could like, comment, share, and subscribe, I will be back with more videos very quickly, and I really, really enjoyed this and I hope you guys did too. Okay, thank you guys, bye.